Hey Hoochies, it is your highly sensitive Hoodrat. I want to clear this space. So yes, it is middle of Gemini season, and the bitches are thriving, truthfully. Disclaimer, I know the face mask looks bad, but it's gonna make me look good. Okay. Yes, G. Marie Nails on the tips. I will put her link in the bio. So speaking of G. Marie, yesterday she had on a couple of sermons that played from YouTube. And the first one was talking about how no matter what happens to your body, your mind, your will, your emotions, your essence, your spirit, who you are at an essential level is in the same vibration of love. Those are my words. He didn't say anything about vibration. That's me. But either way, who you are on an essential level is always good enough because you were made in God's image. And then the second one was about when you know you're on the verge or cusp of like growth or trying to manifest something, new in your life, wanting to walk a different way, growing into a different person, that there's always that really awkward like wedge where you kind of have to wait and see how it's going to work out. You've done everything you can, and really everything that you can do at this point is leave it up to God at that point. And how it's really, difficult to want to wait because you feel like there's something you can do, or you feel like there's something going wrong, something you need to continue to try and be, something you need to do. And I feel like I said in another video, but there's nothing you need to do or no one that you need to be in order for you to be worth, what you're trying to manifest, or for you to be worth God's miracles. You are God's miracle. And, it was very reassuring to hear it because, I'm back in the Dino to celebrate Tay and New's wedding. Congratulations to you guys again. And I was on my shit at the wedding, bitch. Okay. Anyway, I'm back in the Dino, being there with people I went to high school with, people I went to college with. And I could have been triggered, but I chose to acknowledge my growth, to kind of like metaphorically look back at the path and be like, damn, I walked that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I might have got people that came along and gave me encouragement, or people who came along and gave me different insights to think about, but I walked that fucking path. I did that. I grew from the person I used to be. And she mentioned that that's ultimately what you're supposed to be doing in your waiting season, is to acknowledge your growth, not be afraid to just kind of humble yourself and be the person who was appreciative of what you have now. At one point you didn't have what you have now, and now you want more. So go back to being the person who's appreciative. And I've had to be humbled in that same way. I still do feel very fabulous this Gemini season. I am thriving, but I didn't even notice it for a second. I got distracted for a second and, started kind of playing the like, woe is me card. Like, where are my signs in the universe, and where is the things that I want to manifest? Like, what's going on? And I had to get out of my head and into my heart. And ultimately, I have got those things and more. Like, and that's what being, humble allows you to see, where your worth is and where your value is, and where, you're abundant and prosperous. And ultimately, feeling abundant and prosperous is what brings about abundance and prosperity. Isn't that some shit? Like, so ultimately I'm here to just remind you that if you're waiting on something or you're unsure about something, the only way to get it is to embody it. And, there's nothing in between you and what you want but your idea of if it can happen. Sounds good, right?